What's up, machine freaks, and good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
That was weird. You know what's even weirder? Actually, that wasn't that weird. I just snapped my fingers and then I walked over there and picked this up. This is a cheap toy. This isn't like a $1,700 drone. I figured I could put a GoPro on this. But after I put a GoPro on this, I lost signal to the GoPro and to this. Luckily, as the drone was falling with my $400 GoPro, it finally retrieved signal and went back up into the air. But I got a little crazy with it. I thought I was more experienced than I was. I started at the beginner level. The controller has 3 levels: a beginner, an intermediate, and advanced. I drove on beginner about 3 times. I drove on intermediate like 2 times. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the advanced. So I start doing the advanced, and it does flips and stuff when you're on advanced, and it goes like this and that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in between those 2 trees. It didn't even make it to that part. Blew a motor. It crashed and this motor fell apart. Really? Let's just say I wasn't ready for the advanced mode. But I thought I was. Still fun. I'm getting like 4 motors for like $8.99 from eBay. Getting 3 batteries for like $11.99 on eBay. That way, if I ever do decide to get an expensive drone, I'll have the experience of flying one. That's a wise investment, right? But enough of drone talk. Today is a crappy rainy day. It's perfect work weather. I think you guys are going to be pretty impressed with the clutch I came up with for the chainsaw. I got awesome news. No, not this awesome t-shirt that I'm wearing that I made in high school and accidentally screwed up on the text is upside down, but something else. This thing right here. This is the clutch for the chainsaw. Don't get me wrong, this is ugly. Oh yeah, I got a sprocket on here. The vlog a couple days ago, a guy from a bike store gave me a couple sprockets for free. What I went ahead and did, this was an 11 sprocket. I cut 2 teeth out and then welded the other portion of the sprocket on here, then pinched those 2 ends together and welded it up. I think this is enough welding on here to make the gear stay to the clutch. You don't want to weld this thing all day long because what will happen is the composition of the metal will deteriorate, and what will happen is this will become soft metal, and soft metal and chains don't really mix because then the sprocket will just wear out. That said, hopefully this doesn't just break down. If I wanted to make it break down faster, I'd just weld this thing all up.
Good morning. It's great to be awake. Good morning to you.
The old wimpy engine is off. Now how do I want to mount this engine? Do I want the chainsaw engine on top, or do I want it more forward? The next few clips are going to get extremely sketchy. Believe me, they were extremely sketchy. The only thing is, I didn't push the record button. Whoops. Hashtag YouTuber problems. Anyways, what I'm dealing with is this bearing here. It goes onto the shaft very easy. It spins very smoothly. But then when I go ahead and put the clutch on, it like tightens up. And the thing is, the clutch and the bearing mesh beautifully. Goes in and out. And it spins very smoothly. So I don't understand why it's binding up once I put it on. Anyways, I took this out for a reason. I'm going to lop all of this off so it gets out of the way of the tire.
Why did I do that?
The chainsaw fitment's a little sketchy. Not sketchy, I mean a huge pain in the butt. Too much going on. Had to cut away the frame. This thing is killing me. I'm not even joking at all. My brain hurts, my dreams have been crushed, and I'm on the edge of quitting.
The sprocket just is not working. There's not enough clearance between the clutch and that washer. And if I modify that, then what will happen is this centrifugal clutch will go on here. It won't let the bearing spin freely. So then what good is that? When you work with stuff like this, you kind of tack things into position, and then once you get something tacked that is in relatively the right spot, then you start welding something up nice. That's just there for shits and gets. And then you put something that looks a little bit more professional somewhere else.
Don't get me wrong, I do want to finish this thing. I just need some advice. So please, in the comment section below, give me a little bit of advice, something that's feasible, something that's not going to cost $1 million. I want to read your thought. This is trial number 2. First it was the weed whacker engine, now it's the chainsaw engine. I think I'm going to have to use another engine. No good at all. Action! Me and him are going total carpentry right about now. We are not professional carpentryists, or carpenters. And hope I even knew the damn name. It's funny because my dad's a carpenter. What do you think? Oh yeah, we're shutting her down. Jake, looks good.
I like it.
It looks real sharp. Door shuts nice and tight. Oh yeah. Answer the phone.